Hello everyone, welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I'm your host, your host, and as usual in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain. Today presenting episode 4 for the session season 2023 eLitmus PH test coming in October and December. We are presenting here 20 questions from section 1, that is numerical ability, and for that 40 minutes would be given. You know the drill. Pause the session, try to solve it yourself, and then look out for the solution. Try to keep a timer for yourself. For each question, please fix a timer between 1 to 2 minutes. You should be doing that within that period. Negative marks are there. 50% are the negative marks. For each correct question, you will get 10 marks. For the wrong one, you will be getting -5. So, please try to focus on efficiency and Let's start now. This time we are mentioning the name of the topic also. The question on the screen is from number system, finding the unit digit of the given expression. We know that we'll get 4 questions for number system, 4 from PC prob, 5 from arithmetic, and 4 from mensuration, geometry, coordinate, 17 and 3 from algebra. So accordingly, we have designed this particular episode. Give this a try. Find the numeral in the units position of the expression 311 to the power 870. We just need to look at the last digit of the number. 1 raised to any power, last digit will be always 1, plus 6 raised to 127. Last digit will be always 6. For a number which ends with 0, 1, 5 or 6 raised to any numeral power, last digit will be 0, 1, 5 or 6 respectively, into 3 to the power 424. Now, rule for 3 is they follow the cyclicity of 4 powers. That means we need to divide the power by 4 and we need to check what is the remainder. When 424 is divided by 4, remainder is 0. That means it will hold the last digit of 3 to the power 4 only. This is the process of cyclicity which is applicable for 2, 3, 7 and 8. They follow the cyclicity of 4. Go through the playlist, the master class, you will find there one session on unit digit if you want to dwell deeper into the concept. Now 3 to the power 4 is 81, so the last digit would be 1. The last digit of the entire expression is 1 plus 6 into 1 is 6. That is 7. Option B is the pick. The one on the screen, again from number system, just try to read and define whatever is asked in the question and you will end up getting the answer. Give it a try. Okay, let's see what we have. 3 friends A, B and C shared toffee from a bowl. A took 1/3 of the toffee but returned 4 to the bowl. Suppose X number of toffees were there. He took 1/3, that means remaining is 2x by 3, but he returned 4 to the bowl. So now remaining number of toffees in the bowl is 2x by 3 plus 4. B took 1/4 of what was left. B took 1/4 of this. That means he returned, or now in the bowl we have 3/4 of this. But return 3 toffees to the bowl. Add 3 to it. This is now in the bowl. C took half of the remainder. That means now we are left with half of this, but return 2 back to the bowl. Plus 2. These are left in the bowl now. If the bowl has 17 toffee left, now this is equals to 17 as it is given. How many were originally there in the bowl? If we solve this particular equation, we will find the value of x. 17 minus 2 is 15. 15 into 2 is 30. 30 minus 3 is 27. 27 into 4 by 3 is 36. 36 minus 4 is 32. That means 2x by 3 is equals to 32. 232 gone 16 times. X is equals to 48. 48 toffees were originally there in the bowl. Option D is the pick. Now, we can see one interesting thing also in these options. It is given that A took 1/3 of the toffee. That means initial number of toffee should be divisible by 3. Now 41, 31, 38, all three of them are not divisible by 3. That means eventually our answer is 48 only. That's it. So first look at the options also if required. You can eliminate all the options which are not divisible by 3. And now if all options are divisible by 3, obviously you need to frame equation and solve. Once you have framed the equation, it becomes very easy. Or sometimes you may also start from the back. You start from the back and you will end up getting it. 17 were left, 2 were written by C. 17 minus 2 is 15. C took half, that means 15 into 2 is 30. Now 3 toffees were written by B. So 30 minus 3 is 27. 1/4 was taken, 3/4 is 27. That means the whole number is 27 plus 9, 36. Now 4 were returned. 36 minus 4 is 32. 1/3 you have taken, 2/3 is 32. 1 is equals to 32 into 3 by 2, that is 48. You can call it out and you can solve it if it is required. Let's check the next one. A question from maxima minima function is on your screen. Give it a try. Set up your timer for 2 minutes. Pause the session, set it up for 2 minutes and give it a try. And then look out for the solution. A wire of length 340 centimeter is to be cut into 2 parts. One of the parts is to be made into a square. Its sides are x, then perimeter would be 4x, and the other part into a rectangle whose sides are in the ratio of 1:2. So this is y, this is 2y. Perimeter becomes 2 plus 1, 3 into 2, 6y. So the first equation which we have is 4x plus 6y is equals to 340. What is the length of the side of the square? That means they are looking out for value of x, such that the combined area of square and rectangle is a minimum. Now, let's define first area function, A. Area of square is side is square, x is square, plus area of rectangle is length into breadth, that is 2y square. Since we are supposed to find the value of x, let's substitute y in terms of x. So we have 2x plus 3y equals to 170. Y equals 170 minus 2x by 3. So area function in terms of x will become x square plus 2 by y square, so 3 square is 9, into 170 minus 2x whole square. Now our job is to minimize this function and find the value of x for which this function is minimized. We'll use simple calculus technique. Just find the first derivative of this function. X square will give us 2x plus 2 by 9 into 2 into this particular function will give 2 into 170 minus 2x, and derivative of 170 minus 2x is minus 2. Now if we are using calculus, first order differentiation should be equals to 0 for maxima or minima. So if I put this equals to 0, I'll get the value of x. That's it. That is what we need to do. As simple as that. 2 cancel, x equals minus plus 4 by 9, 2 into 170 minus 2x. That means 9x equals 4 into 170 minus 8x. 8 plus 9 is 17x equals 4 into 170. Let's cancel this 10. And value of x we are getting is 40. That's it. No need to find second order derivative to check, which is unnecessary, not required in these kind of equations. Clear? And since they are asking for minimization at x equals to 40, this area would be minimized, as simple as that. Just find the first order derivative, put it equals to 0 and solve for x. If you are getting two values of x, then our concern is to find second order derivative and move on. But with single value only, it would be minimized. That's it. So what is the side of the square so that area is minimum? X is equals to 40. Option A is the pick. One more from functions. Absolute value function. Give it a try. Absolute value function. Mod 9x minus 6 is equals to 3. So it will give us two situations. When it is positive, then 9x minus 6 is 3. 9x is 3 plus 6, 9. Value of x is 1. And if it assume negative value, so 9x minus 6 is minus 3. 9x equals minus 3 plus 6, that is 3. X equals 1 by 3. Now the question is, what is the value of x square minus 4x by 3? If I put x equals to 1, this value will become 1 minus 4 by 3. That will be minus 1 by 3. And if I put x equals to 1 by 3, this value will become 1 by 3 whole square, that is 1 by 9, minus 4 by 3 into 3, 9. That would be again minus 3 by 9, that is minus 1 by 3. So in both the cases, we are getting answer minus 1 by 3 for the given expression, whether x is equals to 1 or x is equals to 1 by 3. So what is the value of the given expression? Value of the given expression is minus 1 by 3, that is in option B. Don't get deviated by, since there would be two values of x, so two values of the expression. No. In case of both the value, the expression is returning back the same value. So please solve it in full and then mark the answer. Option B is the pick. Let's take up one from arithmetic. Averages, you know the drill. Give it a try. Okay, let's see what we have. The sum of 8 consecutive odd number is 656. 8 consecutive odd number. Let us start with x. Then the next one will be x plus 2, x plus 4, x plus 6, x plus 8, x plus 10, x plus 12 and x plus 14. Okay, so sum of these 8 numbers are 8x plus 20, 30, 38, 48, 56. This is equals to 656 given. That means 8x is 600, x is equals to 75. The average of 4 consecutive even numbers is 87. Great. Consecutive even numbers. So we have y, y plus 2, y plus 4 and y plus 6. Their average is 87. So the total comes to 87 into 4. So we have 4y plus 12 equals 4 into 7, 28, 2, 32, 34. So 4y equals 336. Y equals 336 by 4. That is 32, 8 and 4. 84. Value of y is 84. So now what is the question? What is the sum of the smallest odd number? Smallest odd number is 75. And the second largest even number. Second largest even number is y plus 4. Y plus 4 means 84 plus 4, that is 88. So we just need to find what is the total of 75 plus 88. 31163. 163, option A is the pick. Let's give this a try. A classical take from algebra, quadratic equation. You know the drill. Do it. Let's see what we have. What is the range of the value of k for which the roots of the equation 3x square plus 2x plus k into k minus 1 equals to 0 are of opposite sign? That means if one root is positive, another root is negative. That means product of the roots is negative. We can say product of the roots is less than 0. If the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, product is given by c by a, and in our case c by a is less than 0, which implies that c is less than 0. We'll use this. In our given quadratic equation, c is k into k minus 1. So k into k minus 1 is less than 0. Good. Suppose x minus a into x minus b is less than 0, and if a is less than b, on the number line we would be plotting numbers, values of x like this, a and b, given that a is less than b. Then if it is less than 0, then x should lie between a and b, and if it is greater than 0, x should lie between minus infinity to a and from b to infinity. In our case, the two values of k which we get if we equate this equals to 0 are 0 and 1. And since it is less than 0 in the product format, k into k minus 1 is less than 0, value of k should lie between 0 and 1. That means k belongs to 0, 1, both not inclusive, which is there in option C. Okay, next one, a classical take on mixtures. You know the drill. Please pause the session and try out yourself first. I always start solving it after 5 seconds, but you please pause it and do it yourself once. A container originally contains 10 liter of pure spirit. From this container, 1 liter of spirit is replaced with 1 liter of water. 1 liter taken out and then 1 liter water added. Subsequently, 1 liter of mixture is again replaced. This is done one more time with 1 liter of water, and this process is repeated one more time. That means overall 3 times this is done. How much spirit is now left in the container? Suppose the original value or original capacity of the container is E, and these are the small containers C. Then we can follow a simple formula. Proportion of spirit left divided by proportion of spirit in the beginning equals 1 minus C by E to the power n. Now, since volume is already given, we can use instead of proportion volume. So volume of spirit left equals volume of spirit in the beginning, that is 10, into 1 minus C, the Chintu container size is 1 liter, and E, the elephant big container size is 10, to the power 3. How many times the process is done? 3 times. So it would be 10 into 9 by 10 whole cube. That is 10 into 729 by 1000. We cancel it, we'll get 77.29 liters. How much spirit is now left in the container? It is 7.29 liter. Option B is the pick. Use this formula. You can go and watch rule number 5. Link would be there in the description below. Go through it. Rule number 5. The jungle rule contain all such type of question. You should go through it. One chapter to solve any question in mixtures. Rule number 5 is ratio proportion. With that, you should read rule number 6. Rule number 6, jungle rule, is 4.5 hour lecture on mixture. Go through it. A classical take on compounding, compound interest percentages, and we can do it in no time. If we know it, we know it. If we don't know, we don't know. Let's read and see. Industrial consumption of power doubled from 2010-11 to 2021. Find the annual rate of increase in percent, assuming it to be uniform over the years. It is uniform over the years. That means it is following the compounding aspect. The increase rate is uniform. It is following compounding aspect. In case of compounding, things double up 72 by number of years percentage. In case of simple interest, simple growth, it double up in 100 by, if it double up in n years, the rate would be 100 by n percentage. But since it is uniform over the year, the annual rate of increase, that means it is growing over the over period, it is simply 72 by 10%, 7.2%. We call it rule of 72 in case of compounding. How come it is 10? This growth is in 10 years. So something becomes double up in 10 years over the compounding rate. That means the annual rate of increase is 7.2%. Straight away you can say option D is the pick. If it is given that find the annual rate of increase in percentage, assuming it to be same every year, then it would have been simple interest concept. Then the percentage is 10%, but it is given it is uniform over the years. That means annual rate of increase is uniform. It is compounding effect. Answer 7.2%. On your screen, another one from arithmetic, percentage profit and loss. You know the drill. Okay, let's see. A firm is selling its product at rupees 60 per unit. Selling price rupees 60. The total cost of production is rupees 100. And firm is earning total profit of 500. Okay. Later the cost increased by 30%. So first of all, let us see how many units are sold. Total revenue is 60x, which is equals to total cost of production plus profit. Cost plus profit is equals to revenue, which is equals to 600. That means units sold are 10 units. Later the cost increased by 30%. Now cost, which was initially 100, now becomes 130. 100 plus 30% of 100. By what percentage the price should be increased to maintain the same profit level? Now same profit level means again 500 rupees you want to earn. Clear? So your total revenue should be 630. By selling how many units? 10 units. So your new selling price should be 63. 630 by 10. Old selling price was 60. New selling price is 63. So what is the percentage increase in selling price or price? 63 minus 60 by 60. That is 3 by 60 or 1 by 20. 1 by 20 in percentages is 5%. So if your cost increases by 30%, you need to increase your selling price by 5% so that your profit amount is not changing. Answer D. Option D is the pick. Arithmetic without time and work question. Obviously not possible. On your screen, give it a try, a classical model. Let's see what we have. Satish, Manoj, Emily and Fanny are working in shifts in a team to finish a project. Manoj works with twice the efficiency of others. That means if efficiency of these three people is to do 1 units, efficiency in units if we take, then Manoj is producing 2 units in the given time. But for half as many days as Emily worked. So if Emily worked for 2 days, Manoj have worked only for 1 day. Satish and Manoj have 6 hours shift in a day. Okay, if we talk about hours, Satish is 6 hours, Manoj is 6 hours. Whereas Emily and Fanny have 12-hour shifts. They are working for 12 hours. What is the ratio of contribution of Manoj to Emily in the project? This is what we are concerned with. The number of units produced by Manoj in the project is 2 into 1 into 6, that is 12. And number of units produced by Emily in the project is 1 into 2 into 12, that is 24. So since it is the total number of units they have produced, total number of work done they have in the project, their part, the ratio of contribution to Manoj to Emily will be simply 12:24. That is Manoj to Emily's contribution, that is 1:2. Yes, that we have in option D. Moving on to permutation combination, classical question on digits. You know the drill. Give it a try. A 5-digit number is formed using the digit 13579 without repeating any of them. What is the sum of all such possible 5-digit number? See, we have a direct formula to do this, but instead of remembering formula, if you can remember 3 steps, you can forget formula, but you cannot forget these 3 steps. What is step number 1? Step number 1, it is a 5-digit number and repetition is not allowed. Then please find the value of factorial 5 minus 1. That is factorial 4, 24. Second step, find the sum of all digits given. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. How much it is? 10, 20, 25. In third step, you just multiply this 24 into 25. That will give us 600. Now, answer is in 5 seconds. We need to write 600 5 times, but how? 600, then 1 unit digit shift, 1 digit shift, again write 600 2 times. 3, 4, 5. That's it. And now add up column wise. This column total is 0, second column is 0, third column is 6, then we have a 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 6. 66, 66, 600. 66, 66, 600 is there in option C. SST method, Sasta Sundar Tikau method. That's it. What we were actually doing, we were trying to identify what is the total of all the digits present in each column. Since it is a 5-digit number and there are 120 numbers, there are factorial 5 120 numbers, that means in each column there are 120 digits and each digit is occurring 120 by 5, that is 24 times. So what is the column total? Column total is nothing but 1 coming 24 times plus 3 coming 24 times till 9 coming 24 times. So if you look carefully, it will be 24 into 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, which will become 600. So each column total is 600 and hence we frame it in 5 columns, these 600, and find the total. That's it. That is the logic and this is the method you should follow. Find factorial n minus 1, find SOD, multiply, write it in the order according to the number of digits given. You will have answer in no time. Let's move on. Okay, let's see the next one from probability based theorem. You know the drill. Give it a try. Okay, let's see what we have. Bayes theorem basic formula is not required to solve these questions because we are not supposed to show them how we are solving. We can very simply draw a tree diagram and solve it. In a factory, two machines F1 and F2 manufacture 60% and 40% of the components. Out of the total production, 2% of F1 and 3% of F2 are found to be defective. So defective from F1 is 60 into 2 if I take 12, 6 into 2, 4 into 3 is again also 12. If a randomly drawn component from a combined lot is found defective, so let the combined lot is of 24 units. Then 12 units are from factory 1 and 12 units are from factory 2. What is the probability that it was manufactured by factory 2? So out of 24 units, 12 units are from factory 2. So the required probability is simply 12 by 240. That is 0.50. Option B is the pick. I2. An eye for detailed questions from Mensuration 3D. Give it a try. You know the drill, follow that. So let's see what we have. A cube of side 3 units is formed. 1, 2, 3. Using a set of smaller cubes of side 1 unit. Okay. So how many cubes are required to do that? 9 on one side and 3 here. That means 27 small cubes are required to produce this big cube. Find the proportional number of faces of the small cubes visible to those which are not visible. We have used 27 small cubes of 1 unit each. Total number of faces of small cubes are 27 into 6. That is 162. Now we look at the cube only. We can see 9 faces on one side. And for the bigger cube, there are 6 faces. So visible faces are 9 into 6, that is 54. Not visible faces are 162 minus 54, that is equals to 108. So find the proportion number of faces small cube visible. Visible is 54, is to which are not visible 108, and that is 1:2. Option B is the pick here. Okay, one more from Mensuration. Give it a try. From a circular sheet of paper of radius 30 centimeter, a sector of 10% is removed. If the remaining part is used to make a conical surface, okay, this case let the radius of this conical surface be R1, and then this conical surface slant height will be the radius. and height will be h. Then the ratio of radius and height of the cone, we are looking out for r1 by h. Now the area left on the circular sheet of paper is 9/10 of area of the circle, that is pi into 30 square. This should be equals to curved surface area of this particular conical surface. Curved surface area is given by pi r(L). So pi r1 and L is 30. So let us solve this and find the value of r1. T gone, pi gone. R1 is 27. That means radius of the cone is 27. We need to find the height. You know that height is square plus radius is square in case of cone is equals to slant height. So h is equals to root over L plus R1 into L minus R1. That is, L is 30, R1 is 27. 57 into 3. Great. On solving this, we will get 13.08. A little more than 13. So now R1 by H is 27 by 13. It should be little more than 2. 13 into 2 is 26, it is 27. So this is greater than 2. And the only option greater than 2 is 2.06. So in calculation also, we are getting it as 2.06. Option A is the pick. Next one, a very interesting take from probability. This will check your theoretical concepts related to independent and dependent events. Give it a try. A coin is tossed thrice. If a coin is tossed thrice, we will have 8 outcomes. Head, 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 tail, head, tail, head, and a head, tail, tail. Tail, head, head, tail, head, tail, and a tail, tail, head, and tail, tail, tail. It looks like a song. 8 outcomes. A be the event that head occurs in each of the first 2 tosses. First 2 tosses, head will occur in 1 case, 2 case, only 2 cases. That means probability of event A to occur is 2 by 8. B with the event that a tail occurs in the third toss. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have got 4 of such cases. Probability of B is 4 by 8. Let C be the event that 2 tails occur in 3 tosses. 2 tails, 1 case and 2 case and 3 case. So 2 tail occurs is 3 cases. Based on the information, which one of the following statement is true? Now we can see that options given are about independent, about AB, BC and AC. So first let us find what is A intersection C. A intersection C means head occurs in each of the first 2 tosses. We have got 2 cases. And C is 2 tails occur in 3 tosses. So we can see that there is no common activity between AC. That means probability of A intersection C is 0. Next, probability of AB. B is tail occurs in the third toss. We can see we have got one common outcome. So probability of AB is given by 1 by 8. Probability of B intersection C. B is tail occurs on the third toss. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4 cases, out of which C is the event that 2 tails occur in the 3 tosses. 2 tail 1, 2 tail 2. So the common cases here are 2. Now we know that for A and B to be independent event, probability of AB should be equals to probability of A into probability of B. Now, AB is 1 by 8, PA is 2 by 8, and PB is 4 by 8. Here we can see that right hand side is equals to left hand side. That means A and B are independent events. But here it is given A and B are not independent. Now there is no relationship with A and B given. Okay, now we'll check out for BC. Probability of B intersection C means probability of B into probability of C. Probability of B is 4 by 8 and C is 3 by 8. That comes to 3 by 16. But probability of B and C is given as 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4. That means 1 by 4 is not equals to 3 by 16. That means B and C are not independent. B and C are not independent. That means B and C are dependent events. Do we have this option? B and C are dependent event. Option B is the correct statement in this case. This time I'm taken up a question from set theory Venn diagram also. Give it a try. "25 persons are in a room. 15 of them play hockey. NH is 15. 17 of them play football. 10 of them play both hockey and football." Hockey and football, that means intersection. That is 10. So can we find union first? Union would be NH plus NF minus intersection. That is 22. Then the number of persons playing neither hockey nor football. Neither hockey nor football is given by universal set minus n of HUF. 25 minus 22. That means 3 people play neither hockey nor football. In a simple two-set Venn diagram, this portion is A intersection B. That means common to both. This is only A, which is A intersection B complement. This portion is only B, which is A complement intersection B. And this remaining portion fourth, which is neither to A nor to B, is A complement intersection B complement. Which if we see carefully, it is universal set total value minus A union B. So we have used the same formula and answer is A3. Option A is the pick. A classical take to find the area bounded by the lines in the first quadrant coordinate geometry question on your screen. Give it a try. If a line, a straight line, is written in the form of x, y, a plus y by b equals to 1, that means this line is making intercept A on the positive x-axis and B on the positive y-axis. Our first line is 3x plus 2y equals to 14. That means x upon 14 by 3 plus y by 7 equals to 1. On x-axis, this is 14 by 3, and on y-axis this is 7. This is our line 1. For line 2, 2x minus 3y is equals to 5. That means x upon 5 by 2 minus y upon 5 by 3 is equals to 1. That means this line is passing through 5 by 2 comma 0, that is less than 14 by 3. and on the negative y-axis it is 5 by 3. This is L2. Find the area bounded by the line this and this in the first quadrant. We are looking out for this particular area. That's it. Let's mark this up. This is O, A, B, and let it be CD. So the required area is AODC, which is nothing but area of triangle AOB minus area of triangle COB. Okay. Point B is 14 by 3, 0. Point D is 5 by 2, 0. And if we solve these two equations, we can find the value of C. Let's quickly solve this. What we are getting. Let's multiply this by 2. 6x plus 4y is 28. And this by 3. 6x minus 9y is 15. Subtraction 13y equals 13. So value of y is 1. Y is 1. 3x is 14 minus 2, that is 12. X is 4. So point C is actually 4, 1. So first, area of triangle AOP, that is half into base. Base length is 14 by 3 into height. Height length is 7. Area of triangle AOB is nothing but half into A into B. So this is 49 by 3. That is 16.33 square units. For area of COB, let me use the coordinate geometry formula to find the area of the triangle. That is given by half mod x1, let it be 4, into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y2 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. That will be half of 0 minus 0 is 0. It's gonna be 0. This is minus 14 by 3 plus 5 by 2. Half of mod 6 minus 28 plus 15. So this will give us 13 by 6. So that would be 13 by 12 square units. 1.08. So required area of AODC is 16.33 minus 1.08. That is 15.25 square units. That is in option B. So we have used concept 1, concept 2, concept 3, and then we have calculated the area in the first quadrant. Do it slowly. Let it dissolve in you. It will come very naturally and you would be able to do it in 2 minutes. Don't worry. Question from linear functions. Give it a try. Let's see what we have. A function fx is linear. A linear function is of the form a plus bx and has a value of 29 at x equals to minus 2. So its value is 29 when x is equals to minus 2. That means it is a minus 2b. And its value is 39 when x is equals to 3. So it would be a plus 3b. On solving this, we can find the value of a and b. Let's subtract this. Minus 10 equals minus 5b. b is equals to 2. If I put b equals to 2, 29 equals a minus 4. So a is equals to 33. So our linear function is 33 plus 2x. Find its value at x equals to 5. At x equals to 5, value of y is 33 plus 2 into 5. That is 43. Option B is the pick. But the thing is, whenever a linear function is given in where any equation is of the form a plus bx, no need to frame these equations. We can use a simple interpolation technique and find the answer in no time. X and value of y. When x is minus 2, y is 29. When x is 3, y is 39. Now they are asking what is the value when x is 5. So let x is 5, value of y we are looking out for is y. We just need to follow the arrows. Small arrow divided by big arrow. 5 minus 3 by 5 minus of minus 2 plus 2 equals y minus 39 upon y minus 29. So 2y minus 58 equals 7y minus 39 into 7. 763, 21, 273. So 5y is equals to 273 minus 58. 6, 21, 215. Therefore, value of y is 215 by 5. That is 43. Use this interpolation technique also to find these answers. Option B is the pick. A classical take on percentage, a classic question to use are rule number 1. Rule number 1, you will find it under the playlist master classes, the rule book. Go through the video on percentages and rule 1 will rule this question. Give it a try first. Our rule 1, that is the line changing rule, says that if P into Q is constant, that means price into quantity, that is expenses are constant, then if P decreases by A by B, then Q should increase by A upon B minus A to keep the product unchanged. Similarly, if P increases by A by B, then Q should come down by A upon A plus B to keep P into Q constant. You will find this in rule number 1, line changing rule. A reduction of 5% in price of sugar, P goes down by 5%, that is, it goes down by 1 by 20. Then Q should increase, let's see whether it is or not. A reduction of 5% in price of sugar enables a housewife to buy 3 kg more for rupees 180. Rupees 280, sorry. That means expenses are not changing. So Q will go up by 1 by 19. Now this means that 1 by 19 of the initial quantity that was purchased is equals to 3 kg. This will help us finding out what was the initial quantity purchased. 19 into 3 is 57 kgs. Initial price was 280 by Q0, 280 by 57. Now find the reduced price. Price have reduced by 1 by 20. That means new price is 19 by 20 of the previous price. 19 into 14. Okay, 19 gone. 57 3 times. It is 14 by 3. That is 4.67. So the reduced price per kg is 4.67. That features in option B. So we are on to the last one, question number 20 for this episode number 4, eLitmus from the classical time, speed and distance, tiger and deer case. Give it a try. Okay, let's see what we have. Before that, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Do share and like, comment also. Let's see what we have. A tiger is 50 leaps of its own behind the deer. Deer, and here is tiger. 50 leaps behind of its own. The tiger takes 5 leaps per minute to the deer 4. Tiger takes 5 leaps per minute and deer takes 4 leaps per minute. The tiger and the deer cover 8 meter and 5 meter per leap respectively. Now 50 into 8, that means the distance between tiger and deer initially is 400 meter. And tiger is taking 5 leaps per minute. One leap is of 8 meter. That means speed of tiger is 5 into 8. That is 40 meter per minute. Similarly, speed of deer is taking 5 meter per leap. 4 into 5, 20 meters per minute. What distance in meter will the tiger have to run before it catches the deer? Suppose it catches the deer at this point and this distance is x. That means in the given time, deer have run x meter at a speed of 20 meter per second. In the same time, tiger have ran 400 plus x meter at a speed of 40. Because time of meet is same, they are starting at the same time and meeting at the same time. In the given time, deer will cover only x meter at a rate of 20 meter per minute. In the same given time, tiger will cover a 400 plus x meters at a speed of 40 meters per minute. Let's do it. 2x equals to 400 plus x equals to 400. At what distance will the tiger have to run before it catches the deer? Tiger is running the total distance by tiger equals 400 plus x. 400 plus 400 is 800 meters. Option A is the pick. You can also use the concept of relative speed. Relative distance between tiger and deer is 400, which tiger needs to cover up. So in how much time tiger is covering up this? And we can see that since both are running in the same direction, effective speed of tiger would be 40 minus 20, that is 20. So we see that it is 20 minutes. Tiger need to run for 20 minutes, and if he runs without any stop for 20 minutes, you would be able to catch the deer. Then the distance traveled by tiger is time into speed, or speed into time. 40 into 20, that will be 800 meter. So you use relative speed concept, or simply d1 by s1 equals to d2 by s2. That is also simple one. If you can fit in the line diagram, that would be enough. So thank you everyone for participating. This is Mohit Jain signing off. I'll see you soon.